How do you deal with rejections? What's up guys? Namaste to all. This is Poonam, international speaker, transformation coach and a spiritual life coach. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 steps to deal with rejections, be it in your personal or professional lives. But before I do that, make sure that you take the notes or reaffirm the learning in the comments, because when you reaffirm the learnings in writing, it registers in your muscle memory. The more and more it becomes your muscle memory, the more and more it registers in your subconscious. And the more and more it registers in your subconscious, it comes to you naturally because it becomes the way of your being. Now, the first step to deal with rejections is acceptance. In a lot of my videos, I've spoken about why is it important to accept the things. Because only when you accept what's happening with you is when you can do something about it. And when you get into the mindset of acceptance, you would have covered half of the journey already. But the biggest problem is a lot of us, when we get rejected in job interviews, in relationships, or by a person, we do not want to accept it. We think on the lines of how can they reject us? Only to realize that we close ourselves in a box and we miss to see the open doors to get out of the situation. So make sure that you accept the rejection. The second step is to take responsibility. Yes, you heard me right. Taking responsibility for the rejection. If it was a job interview, maybe you did not sell yourself well. Maybe you were not ready for the position. If it was a person or a relationship, maybe you were too attached to the person for your happiness. Maybe you were dependent on the person to make you happy. Maybe you wanted them to validate, maybe you wanted them to approve of everything good that was happening in your life. And that's when you had put them on a pedestal, giving them the power to reject you. But when you take responsibility is when you come to terms with your feelings and is when you can do something about it. Now, some would argue, why should I be taking the responsibility when I was right in the situation? And what I want you to understand is, you are the one who's watching this video. You are the one who wants to deal with rejection. You want to get over that feeling, not them. So make it about you now. Because this blame game is not a happy space. It never ends. And playing a victim is definitely not a healthy mindset to be in. So take the responsibility and get out of that situation. Now, the third and the most important one is start focusing on the good things within you. If you got rejected in your professional life, see the things that you have to work on. If you got rejected in your personal lives, and I have said this before also, the things that I've learned from Marisa Pierce, who does not need any introduction, she had explained it so beautifully that when somebody leaves you, they pack their stuff, but they do not pack. What they cannot pack are the things that they loved about you. So the good things are still within you. So start focusing on the good things that are there in you and start with your life again. So guys, these were the 3 powerful steps of dealing with a rejection. The more and more you understand them, the more and more you practice them, you will realize that you do not have to waste time to deal with the after effects of a rejection. And the more and more it becomes a part of your being, you would realize that it takes no time to take your power back in a situation. Because remember, the only person that's standing between you and your happiness is yourself. So I hope you got something from this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up, heart the video, and follow me for more and more, because this year, you know, I'm dedicated to serve you with daily dose of inspiration. Namaste.